Hello, this is Mad Cat, and today I am on location. I don't know how well you're seeing this. This is going to be kind of the first area that I'm going to be staying in for a short time. As you can see, there's a river right there, and right there, this is actually a small little island, but the land is not too far away from here. You know, this is the first time I've actually been on an island. There's some pretty high trees all around this area, and then right there that obscures. So, but this probably won't be the only place in this area that I'll stay. Going to have to kind of scout out the area at nighttime to see what kind of presence there is. I'm sure they don't want homeless people staying here. But yeah, looks like to be a pretty good starting area. Got this nice bridge here. Island goes in both directions, but it's the one behind me seems to be about the best because, as you can see, those trees right there block the other side, which is where we initially were standing in. Hold up, some people are coming up. I don't want to talk in front of them. I always feel nervous about holding my phone near a large body of water. That looks like a finger. Although it's not a finger, it would be, if it was, it would be of a really, really giant person. Hold on. Hi. How are you doing? Good. I'm great. On the other side, there is a park. Actually, there are a couple of parks around this area. Those women I just passed, they look like they were in professional attire, so I'm betting that there's some company around here. Maybe they come here for lunch. Pretty good looking too. Probably in their mid-30s to early 40s. That's beside the point. Now, I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of law about fishing, so hopefully I don't have to do that too much. But for the time being, some stairs over here, let's go check it out. But for the time being, I won't really need to fish. In fact, I brought a bag of canned food with me to scout this area, and I've hidden it kind of like a cache of food. And that's cache with a CHE at the end. So, it's hot. The heat I don't mind, it's the humidity that's killing me. Not used to it. So, let's talk about the river. It's a very slow moving river, very murky. My research suggests that if I take water from it, I need to use about 4 drops of bleach to try to purify it, or at least kill off the living things. Now, wow, there's a whole gaggle of people over there. Mayhaps I go over there and see what that's all about. Look like school children. This being the summertime, I'm sure it's some sort of summer program. Oh, there's a little bit of waves over here on this side, as you can see. So there's some ducks off in the distance. I don't think you can see those. I have seen some fish in this area. This area looks like it's moving a little bit more than down river. That looks to be very slow. So I don't quite understand that myself, but I'm sure someone can explain why it looks fast moving up here and slow moving down there. Maybe it's deeper down there. I don't know. Is it me or is the river moving in two directions? Maybe I'm just dehydrated. I didn't bring any water with me. I didn't mean for it to stay this long. Looks like there's some stairs on the other side as well, so maybe these are fishing points. Or maybe I can look shallow enough I can step into it, at least in this area here. So probably the one thing that I'm learning so far is I don't want to be here during the daytime. Now, fortunately, there is a library very nearby. I'm going to go check out the other side real quick and see where that leads. Looks like we have some birds over here. Looks like ducks. Probably can't see them, but they're off in the distance there. I think they're ducks. It's hard to tell. I don't want to get too close to them. I don't want to disturb them. There's a squirrel over there. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of hunting in this area. I don't need to. I've got food. I've got canned foods for right now. I also got alcohol for a stove, and it's probably not going to be cold enough for me to really build a fire. There's certainly a lot of wood around here, but I also want to try to avoid a fire as much as possible. If I'm going to build a fire, I want it to, according to this, the park is closed dusk to dawn, but that's for over there. But I'm betting it also applies over here. Although that's more of a park and that's a river, but you know. So, yeah, I hit a cache of food here. I'm going to have to walk a long way. I'm considering maybe having my roommate drive me here. He's been a little bit helpful in helping me learn a little bit off the land. Hold up, it's the two lovely ladies again. I don't want to talk in front of them. Hate to do this, but looks like there's a skate park over there. Oh, is that yours?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Kind of curious how it's sitting out here. Doesn't it get damaged from rain? But then I see the wheels, so I guess you just reeled it in.
Yeah, we brought it here and we'll take it back with us. But you're entitled. It's free of charge. There's no obligation, but it's literature to help build respect for the Bible and its practical value.
Okay, well, I'm good, but thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
You have a good day.
Thank you too.
So I don't know how much of that you actually heard, but it looked like they were religious, specifically Christian. They had a little stand sitting next to the bench. It probably explains, well, yeah, it definitely explains why they're here. But, wow, that's getting loud. See if we can get away from it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I could have ripped them into a new one or say, hey, there is no God and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that to people. They're sitting by themselves. They're staying out of the way and inviting people to do it, not trying to coerce. So there's no reason to get into a debate with them, no reason to get into an argument with them. Leave them be, you know. They're not really hurting anyone. But you need literature to respect the Bible. How about you just give away the Bible? That's what you used to do. Yeah. I didn't want to really take it because I just end up throwing it away, and that's just more wasteful. Looks like there's a small Ramada over here. Series of benches. I'm probably not going to try to be in the open that much. There's a little bit of tinder right there I could use for a fire. Again, I'm going to try very hard not to start a fire while I'm in this area. Only when necessary. I did see... Hello. A lot of friendly people here. I did see an interesting structure on my hike up here. Ooh, a water fountain. That'll be good. Let's see how good it is. So here's a positive thing. It's fresh-ish. Tastes a bit tiny bit metallic, so. But I mean, a fresh water supply like that, I don't have to use the river. That's already looking up for me. Looks to be another one over here. So, this looks to be more like a park though, so probably not going to be a permanent solution. But I can stay here for a month and then travel to my next location. The library here is actually pretty limited in things that would interest me. Most of it is teen fiction, some feminist stuff. I mean, it has some stuff, but I'm betting they either put a lot of stuff in storage or they moved it to other libraries, because in all honesty, it's very lacking, at least to the libraries I'm used to. So, I mean, this will be my home for a little bit. Got to stay incognito. During the daytime, I'm going to be at the library doing research. Another water fountain. Looks like a bathroom over here as well. Fountain, disability accessible. So, it's a good starting area. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at this as I go. It looks like there's a trail that leads through the mountain a little bit. We'll go check that out. And that road leads back to, well, that path leads to the road, so. Whew, it's nice and hot. I think I'll go to bathroom here. I need to really go. So I'm going to actually head back now and then go home and get some final preparation done. I'm going to be studying some plants in my roommate's yard. He actually has quite a lot of wild plants, so hopefully I'll be able to discern what they are and their nutritional value. Again, I'm hoping I really won't need to do that since I do have a sort of part-time job, but at the same time, it's good to know those kind of things. So, I'm going to take some pictures and then some notes and whatnot. Anywho, I'm going to get going. Check out my links down below if you don't see them down below. Check out my About section if I ever remember to do that. Sure, he has to come here. If not, however, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/mad_cat. Check out my PayPal, paypal.me/madcatprime, all one word. Or check out my GoFundMe, which is gofundme.com, or is it .org, I forget, /stayoffstreets. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you'll be able to see that stuff real easily. If you don't want to do that, but you still want to help out, consider buying my book, Character Astrology Profiles. I really think that the more popular this gets, the more people will find it useful. So buying a copy of it, even if you don't want it for yourself, will really help me get up in the search results. So passerbyers on Amazon might see it and buy it. So, because I do think that it's going to be a very useful tool, but you know, I'm still relatively new. I'm an unknown writer, so you know. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. This is Mad Cat signing out.